They also do very different things. Like, it makes them very hard to compare them, right? Like, holsters makes comps. Clock is a tech item you can throw on your board that is good into a lot of boards. Also a very fast start item. They both play well with other good items as well. Clock is great with metronome or fiber optics.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do.
With related to start time.
If
Sort
you
of.
carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Should be completely unplayable with unholsters. That's kind of my take too.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Obsidian Lighter start is quite playable even without. Yeah, but you don't start Obsidian Lighter, like, ever.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
It's just not a start that exists. I mean, the point is more like you can't balance characters around that. Like, Obsidian Lighter start existing doesn't play into the balance of the character at all. Like, obviously there are high rolls you can get that would win without holsters. But you can't plan around any of them. Like, you get a bunch of dig sites and just play a dually comp, for example. If we take item... I do kind of like Katana.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you.
I don't like these.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
It takes real confidence to let a kid train you. I'm impressed.
Food is... Feel that? Yeah! That's the ultra protein!
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Single weapon stuff is the only thing that can function without holsters.
So that I can study you.
It depends how late in the game we're talking. Holsters is just the item that makes so many Vanessa boards playable later on.
I have no pride for you to wound.
But there are also a lot of comps that are, like, needing it to function. Like, every puffer board needs it to function, treb boards need it to function. But, like, even the comps where the holsters isn't directly bootstrapping a charge loop, it still speeds up your start by double. Like, pistol sword boards wouldn't really exist without it. Cannonade boards wouldn't really exist without it. You can kind of Tortuga without it if you have Sea Shadow triggering Tortuga as your start, but I'm not even sure if that works anymore after the holsters nerf. You can DIY holsters with the start skills. Yeah, sometimes.
Curio sold junk. We brief our items
Try to get slows.
Discounts for peace. Your aura guided me to what you need.
I shouldn't have buried that last treasure.
Use that for the
Okay,
good
Proboscus.
of-
Proboscus. No. See the slow angle with femur or bust. My experience is you don't even need the femur. There are things you can play as win cons on the slow board. Like, even just slow burn is surprisingly playable if you have a fast enough relic. But Sands of Time feels like Mac's best item by a mile. What's the right fight? It's terrifying. I never click it. It does have a good drop, but I'm not fucking with it. And regen relic with sunlight. I've tried that. It's been too slow in my experience. I have not liked regen relic at all. Because, like, the first activation on the relic doesn't give you enough regen to really stay alive. It's not like Satchel, where your infinity potions are activating at 4 seconds and giving you a ton of regen.
Full sail, my boy!
Getting around that was invuln pot. Yeah, I mean, you do that in Satchel, too, but it's just so much worse. It's also like, what's the pivot in? Like, do you just lose all game, get a Sunlight Spear, continue losing, find invuln pot, and hope that it's enough? Like, I don't know.
Hello.
It scales all my items.
Little secret? You're the only air breather I like.
So no more crit from the pet rock. You do skill starts? Wait, you do skill starts in your questing? How do you even do that? Oh, wait, the regen relic doesn't need you to buy stuff, right? But wait, you're just like... Are you open to Sands of Time at all? If you start skill? Like, even with income, I have a hard time questing.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Yeah, I might do a Mac day tomorrow. I don't know. Vanessa and Dooley definitely feel a step above the other two. That said, I don't mind playing the weaker stuff sometimes. Weaker stuff can be fun too. Winning?
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
What are the skills you're hoping to hit on Mac? That's really cute. Oh my god. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Nothing is what it seems. And if it
No.
is, I'll change it.
got a lot of work to do, but this
Where's
will
Proboscus
be
when you need it?
fun.
Yeah. What if Proboscus is the best item in the game? If we considered that.
Knew that would happen. Didn't care. Woo!
It's good. Can you change your vote to Proboscus? You can. I do think it's on the short list, for what it's worth. Be a nice Tortuga run. Could be. Could be.
Ride that tide!
If I upgrade the Illusory, still playing this
Don't tell me
stupid shovel.
Ford is your smith.
Ugh.
That guy is. My work is for the glory of Sir Master. So, tell somebody.
Huh. Okay.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
You do see these tusks.
It seems hard to beat on day 3. Tried Toxic Flame Weatherglass already? Yeah, we had that earlier. I don't know if we could really say that it was a Weatherglass run, but there was Toxic Flame and there was a Weatherglass on our board. It was mostly an Incendiary rounds game.
Well, I'll admit,
Chilling
was
positioning,
impressive.
I guess. Imagine having respect for jellyfish. I would never.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Okay, I'm not buying Cannonade here. That's not where I want to be. I feel like this is also not where I want to be.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
But, like, it's kind of the law.
We take pride in our restorations. They don't make these like they used to.
This fight can't beat 55 regen, right? Surely.
Oh, you want to join my act?
You wouldn't like skill start for Mac, but it grew on you.
A true
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played skill start on Mac since Mac was first released. I always felt like Mac really needed the gold. But things have changed since then.
Now this is how you win a war.
Oh no.
When you're ready, I'll send you to
But this
Orlok.
was supposed to be a
But I don't
trained
think you'll
game.
All of this is like a gift from the sea. Or something.
Tortuga.
Scrape off the barnacles. Good as new.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Think of bonus point sucks. Yeah. It's one of those boards that looks like it's good, and then you play it once or twice, and you realize that Armadillo is just so far away from being a real item. I'm sad every time. Arma would be good one day. I think it's past its time in the sun. Armadillo had his time.
Few warriors live to retire. Buy my weapons, and you might enjoy the thrill of battle. While you can.
Seeing Arbalist is kind of crazy. Yeah, but it's not what we're doing.
Come on in.
My
Let's
current lane is so much cooler.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Was the ticket
Swarm.
aura better than optimal? I mean, I'm not sure that this is worse either, but like it's a very different board, and this board is cooler. So this board wins out, and we're not pivoting.
Sting ground. Sting sky. Sting world.
Swear to God, if this fight gives me a B again, I'm gonna hurt something.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Can I give anything besides B? Apparently not. This is a no pun zone.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Rude. That's a solid 25% of your conversation. I need to watch this again, because I don't know how we won. This Waters of Infinity skill seems really good. How did this do 720 damage? Oh, I'll talk. I'll talk.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Should probably check to see if we got holsters. Nope. Let's
Happy to make a
bench it.
sale. Sad to say goodbye.
We're probably not playing it, but you never know. Board gets a lot better with the Tortuga upgrade.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up. Let's take a tyrant's whole kingdom!
Tightened, tempered, oiled, and tuned.
I guess since the Tortuga doesn't haste self, I want to do this. Infernal.
I can use you or consume you. Enjoy this moment. You have few left.
Do not need a fire claw. Who's a level?
Small items, small people. I love them all.
We might want this if we swap this out for Puffer. I could sell the Ambergris now, but I'm probably getting more out of holding it.
Oh.
Full sail, my boys!
Gold skill.
No food seems wise,
Day
but
6.
he may only seem so.
I've got no crits. Sort of cool with Puffer, but eh. least it's not doing much.
All wisdom has power, but not all power has wisdom.
Mr. Pygmalion.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabarians.
The 3-second small friend. Yeah. What is it called?
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
Friendly doll. Is it just a monster item? My ticket! It's toy tag. Oh, true, true. This card's cool. I don't think we need shot glasses. Shot glass is better than seashell. It activates the anglerfish. Activating the anglerfish charges the Zork.
Surprised you found the shop. I ain't exactly advertising. Put a few rounds in a dervish.
That's all that I wanted from here, right? We get Incendiary. Yeah, this is my first expedition of the night.
Waste of gunpowder.
It's whatever at this point, you've learned. You just never have money problems. It's another enchant, too. That's the bigger deal. Like, yeah, it's infinite money, but also you get another look at Obsidian or Fiery.
Hello, little sentient.
You can, but most of the time you're getting an enchant. Like, probably like 70 or 80% of the time, you get some kind of damage enchant.
In and out, here and there, so rushed, so confused.
We sold the thingy. You're less than half? That's crazy.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does. You leave it behind.
Yeah, definitely way over half.
That tide!
There are boards where the relics are playable, too. Darkstone Engine, Null Frost Altar. The most commonly playable ones. On Vanessa, the burn one can be sick with Incendiary rounds.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Uh-oh. We win! We win! Scary, scary. I think Waters of Infinity has won us, like, every fight. Didn't I get this already?
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains. I'm so glad we could share this experience today. You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Shadow over Angler. Is an Angler great? Shot glasses and Narwhal. I feel like Zorkid's one of the cuts. I don't know. I guess Zorkid is a charge item that plays well with the Sea Shadow. So what? If we dropped this, and we drop... Let's say we drop these. We have Sea Shadow activating at 2 seconds. That triggers Rigged. We're still not getting a Tortuga activation for a while. Well, Narwhal is just like a quick Tortuga trigger to get me my haste from this sooner. Like, I have 1 second of haste from Rigged, but it's not that much. If we were to not play the Zork, and we play the shot glasses, then we get Sea Shadow at 2 seconds, shot glasses at 3 seconds, and then the shot glasses gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 charge to the Anglerfish, which should activate it twice. Which gets me the Tortuga activation. I think this is better.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
I can feel my leaves falling.
Need some curio. I would love a curio. We're still just waiting on the Illusores.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
Maybe Zorkid's better than one of the Illusores? I did get 5 Anglerfish activations. Huh. Oh yeah, I guess the only reason that I get 5 activations is because of the 2 Illusores. It's just so slow, though.
If you find it in the sea, that means it's treasure.
I don't have the holsters yet. I rate the heroes. Right now I would say it's Dually, Vanessa, Mac Pig. I think there's a pretty big gap between 2 and 3. But less of a gap between the others. Puffer over Sea Shadow. That's interesting. We're never pivoting to Keg. Puffer over Angler. That's what I was thinking.
Thank you.
But Puffer over Sea Shadow is interesting as well. Like, what is... If we were to do this... I would have to drop the Illusoray to play the Jelly. And then when the Sea Shadow activates, we get Rigged to trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hastes for the Puffer. If we were to do this instead, we're waiting until 4 seconds on the shot glasses, so we just have a slower start. We drop shot glasses. I don't think we want to. Shots are bad without Angler. I mean, the shots are still good with the Puffer. I don't think the Tortuga is fast enough right now. Slows other items down. I mean, everything's charging, right? I guess the Zork wouldn't be charging anymore. What if 2 rays instead of Angler Sea Shadow? What if it's this? Is this unhinged? So Sea Shadow activates. That triggers Rigged, which activates the Pufferfish once. It's only 2 friend activations. I really like the Sea Shadow on this board, yeah. But I like everything on this board is the problem. This does also put us to no interaction. .3x is huge for Tortuga. Yeah, I mean, but so is just items that activate quickly. So 2 seconds, Sea Shadow, triggers, Puffer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 2 Puffer activations. So we'll have 3 friends at 2 seconds. Well, 3-ish seconds. 3 friend activations is 6. We're still 2-ish away from Tortuga activating. 1-ish away from Tortuga activating. Nothing's charging the Zork anymore. With nothing charging the Zork, just play Jelly. So triggers by 3. Yeah, true. I think it's this. We're also getting our enchant. Huh. We are also getting our enchant.
Life is urgent. Hurry up!
Pretty sure this just isn't a real item. I'm gonna continue believing Sea Dog Saloon's just not a real item. So far, I have been right. One of these days, I might have to confront the reality that Saloon is a real item. I don't think today is that day.
This is how you win a war!
I'm pretty sure this is Haste Puffer, but just checking what Sea Shadow does. Hastes 2 items for 4 seconds. Yeah, that's not as good as Puffer. Turbo Sea Shadow is better. You really gonna make me think about this? So, Sea Shadow activates at 2 seconds and, like, 6 seconds. Pufferfish activates at 2 seconds twice, and then more times with shot glasses. There's no way it's better. If we didn't have rigged, maybe. But we have rigged. Like, we don't need the... We don't need more help for Sea Shadow to trigger the puffer. Charge and Haste are kind of different things. There's times where Charge is better, there's times when Haste is better. They play pretty well off of one another.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. You've got talent.
Okay.
You should put it toward nobler use.
I have no idea what happened this fight, but we won. Yeah, you always get full value out of Haste as long as you're not over-hasting, but... Like, if you charge 5, for example, some of that charge can be wasted. Or is likely to be wasted. Katana only activated 4 times. Huh. Thanks, Illusory. Give Katana the damage, Snowstorm. Yeah, sorta. I mean, Haste can be used to loop charge, especially on this board. I guess I'm probably missing parts of the conversation. think Obsidian Tortuga. The only reason to think about it is Fiery does make the Zork better. But I don't think that makes me want to play the Zork either way. Ever seen Lifesteal? This is the Obsidian Giver.
Rally, men! Blades
Very
to the wind!
Toxic Flame Angle. We don't
Let's
have
take
Toxic
the
Flame.
tyrant's whole kingdom!
I'm not gonna take a worse enchant on the off chance that we get an enchant that's good. Or a skill that's good. 2x more damage means better than 1x charge on Zorkid. I mean, Fiery is also a good damage enchant. It's not like you're foregoing a damage enchant. So what, Barnacle Crusted's good. I can't skip this.
He's a chronophile. It's fine to waste his time. Go on then, have a little battle or something.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist, we're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
We have enough haste procs. Yeah.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Tortuga next to Jelly. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's still probably better. It might be a breakpoint for an earlier puffer activation.
People first, profit 10th.
Put the run after this one? Yeah. So that's where it would have been nice to have Fiery. I'm gonna buy this. I don't know that I'm ever playing it, but
You have to leave
skipping
already?
holsters feels sacrilegious. Fish for crit. Seems better than try to high roll the Tortuga upgrade. I think the biggest reason to want to play the holsters is it activates my slow faster.
Yes, I will dance with you. The Outlander way is truth. Someday you will see.
We need a shipwreck. Do we? Is there an easy way to play a shipwreck here? Probably.
Haha! Now this will inspire the crew.
Remember,
Another thing that I'm pretty sure is never going in, but
small boxes. Tell everyone you got it here.
You look like a hardy one. Need some work?
shot glasses.
That looks
Full sail, my boys!
Does anyone know the pufferfish breakpoints? I'm just learning Tortuga. Who cares? Okay. Looks strong. I don't know.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Restorative ignition core. That's a bit scary. Not scary enough. Freeze destroyed him. Yeah. Don't skip freeze skills, kids.
Ha! My people, my crew, my father. 1,000 voices guide me to victory.
Very cool board. Shot glasses damage scaling kind of big there. Yeah, despite this not really being much of a trained board, trained was still pretty good. Skill's pretty bonkers. You gain so many ladder positions for every 10 win. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, we will play some more. Hope you guys stick around.